Good morning everyone. I am Manju Singh and today we are going to discuss about the major crops. There are many major crops grown in our country: food crops, non-food crops, commercial crops and many other crops. But in this video I'll explain you about rice and wheat, and major crops will continue till it ends in further videos. So this lecture is for class 10th. Subject is geography, chapter 4, agriculture. Besides explaining about the major crops that are rice and wheat, some students have asked what is difference between delta and alluvial fan, and another question is why resource planning is a complex process in India. These doubts are from chapter 1. So after explaining rice and wheat, I'll try to answer these questions also. Now let us start. Rice. Rice is a kharif crop. That means it needs high amount of rainfall. That is annual rainfall above 100 centimeter and temperature above 25 degrees Celsius. Then it grows in the plains of our country in northern India as well as northeastern India. Northern India means in the side of Uttarakhand, Punjab, Haryana also. Then in northeast plain there's are Bihar, West Bengal, Assam, Meghalaya. As well as the coastal plain means the areas which are near the seas like Maharashtra, Kerala, Karnataka, here Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Orissa. And deltas. Deltas means those areas where river put its water in a sea, and before that the rivers are so thick, so heavy with silt and sediment that it forms many channels, and in between a triangular shaped alluvial deposited silt, sand, mud deposited, and a region is formed triangular shaped, means somewhat triangular shaped, that is known as delta. These areas means north and northeastern area of our country, they are irrigated by rivers. There are many rivers are here, but Punjab and Haryana also grow rice, but they grow rice with the help of canals, means नहर की सहायता से वो लोग राइस को ग्रो करते हैं. Now rice is a staple food. What is the meaning of a staple food? Means routine. We eat rice in routine way, means every day we eat rice. So rice is a staple food or routine eaten food of majority of our population. Means first rank is for rice, means we eat rice. All Indians, means about majority of Indians, their favorite food is rice, or they have to eat rice because there is no other option. So because it is grown also in large number, so rice is a staple food of majority of the population, means about 70 to 75% people in our country are rice eating. Means rice eating people are more than any other grain eating. Rice production in India, means India is second largest producer of rice after China. What is the meaning of it? That China is first rice producer, then comes India. India means just after China, India is the producer of राइस. सबसे ज़्यादा धान चाइना में होता है और नेक्स्ट स्टैंड वी मीन सेकेंड नंबर पे हम लोग आते हैं. इन आवर कंट्री स्टेट्स विच प्रोड्यूस राइस आर वेस्ट बंगाल, उत्तर प्रदेश, असम, ओडिशा, तमिलनाडु, छत्तीसगढ़, पंजाब, हरियाणा, बिहार, MP, and means almost all the states which are irrigated by the rivers or which are deltaic or which are coastal areas. Now canal also is helpful in irrigation and production of rice, because rice needs more water. That is why it is cultivated along the river sides or the alluvial soil where water is enough, or where rainfall is enough, or the places where canal irrigation means dams are there. Now next one is wheat. After rice, wheat is the second most important crop of a country. Wheat is a rabi crop and it grows during cool season. For growing it needs cool season, but when its fruits, जब इसकी बालियाँ पक रही होती है, उस वक्त इसे ब्राइट सनशाइन चाहिए, मीन्स कि इसको खूब सारा धूप चाहिए. और जहाँ तक रेनफॉल का सवाल है, 50 to 75 सेंटीमीटर इज इनफ फॉर wheat. Now wheat is grown in rice was means we saw that rice grows in north and northeastern India, but just opposite of that, wheat grows in North India as well as northwestern India. And two very important wheat growing zones in India are, one is Ganga Satluj plain, means the river Ganga and Satluj makes plain, or the river in Ganga and Satluj are irrigating those states. There wheat is grown, and these states are Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and Assam. These places are wheat growing zone of Ganga and Satluj plain. Next zone is black soil region of Deccan Plateau. Means Deccan Plateau is that area where black soil is found, and they are Maharashtra, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. So this was two of our major crops which we have discussed in this video. Now I would like to clear the doubts which some students are having from chapter 1. This is from chapter 1, this one. It is why resource planning is complex process. Complex process means complicated process, very difficult process, very means time consuming process also. So it is complex because the regions, we have to find the regions all over the country where there are resources. पूरे कंट्री में सर्वे करते रहना पड़ता है कि कहाँ पे हमको रिसोर्स मिले. इसके अलावा अगर कहीं पे मिला तो we'll have to see that we are having technology skills or not, means कि we are having technology or not. And ये भी बहुत ही टायरिंग वर्क है, बहुत डिफिकल्ट वर्क है to find technology, because for some of the resources we are lacking technology. So we have to see technology, we have to survey entire country, and then there is a need of many institutions. बहुत सारे इंस्टीट्यूशंस की ज़रूरत होती है जहाँ पे इसके बारे में हम लोग डिस्कस करें, जहाँ पे इसके लिए टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलप करें. और इन सब के अलावा हमको ये देखना पड़ता है रिसोर्स को ये निकालने और उसको यूज़ करने से पहले कि इसकी जो मैचिंग है ये नेशनल लेवल पे है या नहीं. अगर ये नेशनल इतना काम करने के बावजूद, सर्वेइंग हो गया, उसके बाद टेक्नोलॉजी देख लिया गया, स्किल्स देख लिया गया, इंस्टीट्यूशंस है, सब कुछ होने के बावजूद अगर जो रिसोर्सेज हमें मिला वो पूरे देश के फ़ायदेमंद नहीं है, पूरे देश के लिए फ़ायदेमंद नहीं है, तो हम लोग उस काम को वहीं पे स्टॉप कर देते हैं. या फिर ये देखते हैं कि अगर रिसोर्सेज जो है वो किसी पूरे देश के लिए फ़ायदेमंद है मगर ये बहुत ज़्यादा कॉस्टली है, फिर हम लोग वहीं पे स्टॉप हो जाते हैं. यानी इतना ज़्यादा डिफ़िकल्ट प्रोसेस के थ्रू जाने के बाद, सारा कुछ करने के बाद, व्हाट हैपन्स, वी हैव टू स्टॉप देयर इफ़ it is not matched, if the resource is not matched with the development of a nation. Okay, now next question someone has asked is, what is difference between delta and alluvial plain? See, one river, it is flowing, many other helping rivers which are known as tributary, they come with the river, main river, they give water to the main river, and what happens, the river become very thick, very big, very heavy, and as river passes, stones, rocks, many other things roll with it, and by the passage of time they become tiny small rock particles and sand, silt. They become there are many more amount of mud, everything, because river has suffered a very long route. So suppose this is river, it has crossed along, it has traveled a long route. Now what happens before falling into the sea? The place where it falls into the sea is known as mouth of the river. What happens here, that river has become very heavy. It has lots of silt and sediment, mud, everything is there, and river cannot just flow and put its water in the sea. So what happens, whenever there is silt and mud, then the river has to change its route. So these are tributaries which are helping this river, which have come with this river, and when the river itself breaks into many channels before falling into the sea, because of the heaviness, because there are lots of silt and lots of mud which becomes obstacle in the path of the river, then what happens, somewhat triangular shaped, it is not triangular, or means almost triangular shaped area like this is formed because of the silt, and this is full of alluvium, means silt and sediment are full here. So this area is known as delta. Means what is delta? And delta is, this is a Greek symbol like this. It is known as delta, and it is a Greek symbol. So this one looks like this region looks like triangular shape, so it is known as delta. If you have to say the definition, then you will say delta is a triangular path full of sand, silt, mud, sediment, and it is formed at the mouth of the river when river falls into the sea. Now what is alluvial fan? See, these are also full of alluvial. See, again the river is coming, same thing, river is coming. Here delta is formed before falling into the sea. But the entire region, this region from all the tributaries, deltas, they all are known as, this place, entire place is known as alluvial fan. Means all the area, all this area along with the delta, with all the streams which has which have come out from the main river, means all the distributaries, all the channels along with silt and sediment are known as alluvial fan. And why it is known as alluvial fan? Because there is alluvial soil, means new soil, very fertile soil. So this area, its definition is all the area deposited with sand, silt, sediment, etc. along with delta, means delta also comes in alluvial fan, is known as alluvial fan. It looks like a fan. ये देखो हाथ का पंखा की तरह दिख रहा है, ऐसा नहीं है सीलिंग फैन या टेबल फैन नहीं, फैन मीन्स हियर हैंड फैन. So that is why it is known as delta, alluvial fan. Delta is a small part which is inside alluvial fan. डेल्टा alluvial fan में ही होता है. alluvial fan पूरे पार्ट को, जितने डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरीज हैं उनके साथ साथ डेल्टास जो हैं उन सब को मिला के कहा जाता है alluvial fan. Okay, thank you. Again you ask questions and I will feel very happy to reply this. We'll meet in the next video.